Hey everybody, thanks for listening to The Fate of Isen. This is Book 2, Episode 20, Eyes on the Pie. This episode was live streamed on our Twitch channel on Wednesday the 14th of June 2023 during Kiwi RPG Week, yeah! If you want to watch these heroes live and take part in the chat while you're at it, make sure you're following us over on twitch.tv/fateofisen so you don't miss out. And if you need to get new dice, make sure you head on over to our partners fanrolldice.com and use the promo code FATEOFISEN, that's all one word, to get 10% off your entire order. You can buy dice at a discount through Fate of Isen. What? Okay, let's recap and get on with it, shall we, Brad? Last time, the sidebars got jobs so they could raise enough money to buy items and equipment for the challenges to come. They didn't raise much, but they had a lot of fun in the process, and still got their hands on a few things that may or may not prove useful on their adventures in and around Lakeside.
But
okay, we have some D&D to play tonight, folks, and we left things in a very interesting place. We made some money, we got some items that we feel good about.
This truly is a fantasy podcast.
Yeah! We made money.
Imagine that.
We bought things. Whoa. And you have a pie with a charm potion in it that you have very distinct plans for.
We have a pie delivery to do, everybody.
You have a pie delivery to make. Honestly, that's about all that happened last episode. Very vague. You got some amazing items. So I believe that Bardley is not here tonight. Bardley, unfortunately, is very, very ill, and we wish Bardley all the good things, recovery, lemon, honey, gingers, all the amazingness. So
Always
rest
in
up.
our hearts.
Yeah.
Broth.
We'll remember you.
But Bardley got a cool bag that we will discover more about later, I am sure. Love to you, JD. Hope you are okay. Dexter got his cool, pottery, ceramic, cool sword thing that he's going to go play with. Yeah, it's pottery, ceramic, cool sword thing.
Wonderful.
Is what that is. Otherwise, it's going to be a yogurt of warning.
Yogurt of warning.
Don't make me say it. Don't make me say it. A yogurt or a yoga. Okay, and then Granny got this amazing, we said in the chat, a black and white little, half shrug, stripey thing. And Hamlet got a big old greatsword that's slightly glowing green, and has, magical weird something properties to it. We haven't explored any of these items yet, so our team has had time to sit with them, play with them a little, but not quite use them for their designed purpose. Hamlet's not going around killing things, I don't think yet. I don't think. I could be putting things in his mouth. I don't think he's murdered half the town.
That's fair. That's a fair assumption to make. I haven't.
Yeah. So we haven't really had much time with them, but we have had time enough that if they were attunable items, they have attuned them by now. So we will see what they do in short time, I am sure. Okay, so that's pretty much some of what happened last time. What are we doing this time, crew?
I think you find the characters in the midst of a brainstorm session.
Okay. Yep, we click back in. Where are we? Are we at the tavern, or are we just sitting outside?
Did we?
Are you still at Farmer Tarwai's farm where you used the oven to make the pie? You went to Quintella Spaghetti's shop to get the charm, but are you still there? I don't know where you are right now.
The last place, was that the blacksmith's, or did we go to...
The blacksmith,
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So, should we go back to the tavern, do some brainstorming?
Yeah, we already have the pie, by the way, so we're not...
Alright.
So, let's go to the tavern.
We head to the tavern.
So you leave the blacksmith and you head to the tavern. You spend a bit of time there. You're mucking around with your various, goods that you just bought. And we join in a few hours into that when you're deep in the middle of discussion-y chat. What do we hear?
But if we, go through the front door, the thing's gonna come down and call my boss Hamlet for some reason. I don't know why it does that.
Yes. And that does frustrate me that it's not my name. Maybe there's another... Perhaps... What about that back door? The man... The cat man? Was that his name?
When?
That one, yes. He took us out.
Where of the remembered something. Anyway, yes.
The irony of you forgetting
I agree.
So...
My question is, do we still have the bed that we rolled out the back?
You did leave the bed basically by a tree, sort of after a while out the back on the path.
So we could
Well,
sneak
if
back
it's
in.
still there.
We took it... Surely we took it to that lady's house and left it there.
And now we carried the lady on the
Carried
donkey
the
or something.
Okay, so
We carried her,
That's
remember? Because
right.
the pus was dripping onto,
Okay.
I want to say Dexter.
Should we...
Dexter's a good boy, but he's not very hygienic.
I don't think
Yes,
that
perhaps
was
you want to take a
me.
bath first, Dexter.
Oh.
Oh no, it was
Yeah.
me. It was me. I did
You're
that.
the stinky
That's
boy.
right. Sorry,
It
I
was only like a
bumped
day
my
ago.
head on the way in.
Sure, I've forgotten.
Yeah, a day. Should we go and check to see if that
So-
trolley is still there then?
That would be good. And I'm thinking, nobody ever stops an old woman in a headscarf pushing a trolley with a pie on it. So we should just pack you boys into the bottom and maybe just walk in and try and find Nurse Nahi.
So, just to clarify, are we going in through the front or the back door?
The back door.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like
There's
this
got to be
plan.
a way they get food into the hospital. We could maybe disguise ourselves with those people. Exactly, catering.
Badly pipes up and says,
How much
"Guys,
can
I got a gig tonight at the tavern. I've got to stay here and practice.
All right.
You're gonna be missing.
Have fun."
Good
You
luck
missed
with
pie
that.
shenanigans, but sure.
I'm so sorry, such an invaluable member of this team.
Oh man,
Bye.
who's gonna cast Charm Person 20 times? Anyway.
Do we get inspiration for the role?
All right, yes.
Yes, do you want to do a little...
Yes, you can have a bardic inspiration. 2, Kasha is 1 to 2, Hamlet is 3 to 4, and Dexter is why is it Kasha? Granny is. I've just put your name as
Way to doxer.
okay. Apparently
cool. Eastern
Dexter
European
gets
names are
bardic
all the
inspiration out of Bardley before you go.
Love it.
And we'll just say that you hang on to that for as long as it takes because...
Is it a D8?
Yeah.
Nice.
Can I do a history roll to see if I remember anything about potentially the catering service at
Yeah,
the
sure.
hospital? All right.
You were there getting treatment, that makes sense.
Yeah, that is a... it's an 18.
Nice, okay, an 18. Okay.
Look
so
at your
yes,
little roll, gremlin.
You did see some of the nurses rolling around trolleys of various trays of food. They did look like they came out of that thing, that box that lifted off from, the ground in different levels with the buttons on them. It looked like it came out of that and then sort of delivered around the ward and then went back in. You did see that happen.
Okay. So they were using the same trolleys as the ones that we
Well, they weren't
used?
using bed trolleys. They were using slightly smaller ones than those. But if you take the mattress off the bed, it doesn't look that different. It's just bigger than, yeah.
Maybe we get a sheet as well?
Yeah.
Disguise it a little bit more, take the mattress off.
Mm-hmm.
Be good.
Well, there's only one solution to this. We need to bake more pies.
Does kind of feel as though if we came in with one pie, they might get a little suspicious.
What if we wrapped it in a box and it was like a special
Granny.
pie?
What if we asked the tavern? Perhaps they could supply some catering. I don't know. It could be...
Yeah, maybe they actually do supply the catering to the hospital. Wouldn't that make some sense?
That would make things so much more
Or
convenient. I
if
go
we
up to
just
the
get
bartender.
empty dishes with the thing on, so it looks like we have a lot more food.
Barkeep. Hello. Just a question. Curious. A tourist passerby.
Hurry it up. I'm making a lot of food for the hospital. What's the question?
Sorry, wait, no, roll it back. Just a sec. Did you say you were making food for the hospital? You were catering the hospital?
Of course. Since the old farms have cracked out, aren't they? A lot less food coming in. Tavern's getting all the business. It's good for me, but I've got a lot of cooking to do. You got a question or what?
I turn around to the other people, the gang, and I go, "Oh my god, guys. You are not gonna believe this." Turn back and I go, "Oh, so who delivers this food?"
Well, I mean, my usual boy, but he's already done one cartload, and he's not even gonna get back in time to, deliver the next load. I've got it ready to go. It's gonna get cold. This is ridiculous. Why did I take this contract?
Well, I mean, you look like you've got your hands full. How about we do this delivery for you? I mean, we're going to the hospital anyway. We're visiting someone.
I can't pay you more than what I pay my boy, and you've got to have your own cart.
Oh, that's...
Mine's gone.
Yours is gone?
Yeah, the boy took it.
Okay. Okay. We just need to check to see if we can find a cart, and then we'll come right back, but... Put us down. How about instead of payment, we'll just take a room for the night. Is that
Well, you already have a room
out?
for the night, but all right, I'll just not charge you for it.
Oh,
Don't we have a tab?
that would be great
I'll
if
take
you
it
could
off
do
the
that.
tab.
Take
That
off the
sounds great.
tab, man.
Incredible, amazing. Thank you.
Hamlet's already moving in with Quintella. This is the worst day of my life. No.
Okay, I go back and relay this to the rest of the guys. We need to go and find that cart ASAP.
Okay.
Do you
I wanna
do
go.
you
Should
have
we
a
go-
sidebar about the fact that you need a
I
cart?
sidebar
Yeah.
at the bar.
Nice.
Okay, where is our donkey? We can put some of it on the donkey as well.
I'm gonna run and see if I can
Tie
find
the
the
cart
cart.
to the donkey. In some
I feel like
kind
we're
of...
overcomplicating things. I think if we just get a
Okay,
cart,
we'll get the cart first.
You
We
can
don't need the donkey.
100% still find the cart where you left it shoved into a bush because you didn't want it to be discovered as by a passerby and be we went this way, so you kind of go rooting
Perfect.
around, pull it out of the bush. The mattress and the sheet and everything are a bit, crummy right now, but it's still there.
cool. I dump the mattress and the sheet and start running it. Oh, I keep the sheet, actually. That's important.
Cool.
Keep the sheet,
Yeah.
dump the mattress,
Run back to the
run it back to the
Pick out
tavern.
twigs and leaves.
Yeah. So
So we're just gonna
Oh,
walk
yeah.
around with a
We need to wipe
hospital
this
bed.
down.
That's gonna be fine.
Oh.
okay. So
Cut.
So you have this cart. It's covered with leaves and dirt and twigs and all of that. You have this sheet that is very dirty and stuff. What are you doing here before the door opens at the side of the bar?
You know what would help here?
Just to the side of the sidebar with the sidebars. That got very confusing. What are you doing?
Look, a woman who is taking care of 50 children can make a cart
100%.
look presentable.
Yes. How are you
quickly, I
convincing
think.
a running by troop
So-
of children to clean your cart?
You there, boy.
Oh,
I meant I have the skills, but that sounds funnier. Okay, I'm like,
You're gonna get the backstory stuff.
boy, child.
this is return to form. We're getting kids to do the dirty
I
work.
was
child
just trying to
labor.
understand you.
I'm pulling out the hard
The child
candy
labeled the sidebars.
from my
Pull out the
pocket.
hard candy. Okay.
Yeah.
Roll me a persuasion check on this troop of children who are, running down the street. And they're running after, it's like an old school one of those, the stick in the, the bike tire or whatever, but it's not just a bike tire. They've got the stick and they seem to be making it go faster, and it's whizzing because it's got clockwork kind of machinery on the inside of it, and so when they plug the stick in the right place, it makes it really go fast, so they're chasing after this thing.
Oh my god,
Times
kids
have
these days.
changed.
It was an 18, so I just shout with authority, come here, lose this contraption of the... Is the devil a god?
Well,
It's a
they
god,
probably
isn't it?
wouldn't know about
Of
those
the
either.
evils.
Yeah, you could say of evil.
As a concept.
Yeah. Come on here, do something useful. And order the child to clean up the cart for me, and then I give him hard candy, apparently, that I have that nobody's questioning me on.
So you say that, and there is a general murmur of, like, you know, agreement from various, you know, people passing by, doing shopping, doing, you know, yes, those kids always causing trouble. I'm going to tell that child's mother. I'm pretty sure she lives 2 stores down from me. How dare they leave these children, you know, this old woman here by herself? She clearly needs help. And the kids just kind of be like, fine. You know, it's that real moment of like, fine. And they just kind of clean it, but like resentfully, and then they take the hard candy and they're like, this is actually kind of good.
What counts is that it's clean.
So the door to the Lakeside Tavern opens up and is like, oh good, you're back. Right. Yeah, that'll do. You have something to pull it? Okay, you know, I'm not going to question it. I'm just going to load it. All right. And he's just like bringing out trays of food and things and loading it onto the cart, and is like, fills you right up. And then is like, all right, to the hospital, quick as you can. Tell him that Lakeside sent you.
Wait.
You go to, there's a back door, and he basically explains exactly the door that you know. Yeah.
This is so convenient.
And he goes, don't try and go in through the front door. You always get stopped at reception. Just go around the back.
Tell me about it.
No problem.
So you can race off with your cart full of food.
Okay. Should we disguise ourselves some way, do you
Yeah,
think?
you can use the donkey.
Donkey.
But you have to get it out of the stables and bring it around. But yes.
Do I have anything I can make a fake mustache from?
Granny does it.
Ooh.
Maybe. I think Bardley might have. No.
Yeah.
Some hay in this.
Could we just swap clothes, maybe? And then that
You
would
do
throw
have
them off.
painter's supplies on you, so you could probably just paint your face with a moustache. Just
Could I paint my face with a tiger?
Who has painter supplies?
Be scary. Rah!
yeah. Dexter has painter's supplies apparently.
Where? I am not gonna.
I also have. I could paint your face. I have painter's
proficiency
supplies.
with
No, I know.
painter supplies, but I do not have the tool.
I just gave you guys tools for what you were proficient for because I thought it would be more fun.
Oh, wonderful. I have painter supplies.
If you had stuff, because that's how apparently Hamlet's been drawing things and writing things with
That's
his
true.
calligrapher's supplies.
This is going to be like the end of Mulan, where we're going to have just full face sneaking into the hospital.
Yeah. Can I pull out one of the turnips, like hollow it out and pull it on my nose? And put like
Yes.
a string around
You
it?
can put a semi-rotten turnip on your nose.
Hey, it's only been a day. Like, how long has this campaign been going on? I assume I stuck
Dex is
up
going
on
to
turnips.
paint on some like black glasses and then a mustache. Hamlet, what do you want?
Ooh, maybe just like a little bit of contour and like maybe some shine on my bridge, perhaps.
Some
I don't know.
eyeliner?
You be creative with it. Yeah, a little bit of
And it
eyeliner,
just comes out like the member of Kiss.
just like really badly scribbled on.
You actually do
Like when a
end
5-year-old
up
tries to
looking
do
a lot like a
makeup.
tiger because there's like orange stripes down your cheeks and then there's this white bridge on your nose and then like quite dark eyes and so you're like
Amazing.
Do you want me to roll for how good this
Tiger.
looks on Hamlet?
yes.
Okay.
Might
So
get
do I just
something
add
for
my
Saturday.
proficiency using the tools? I do not use
Yes.
tools a lot in D&D. Fun fact about your boy. It's an 8.
Really? Yeah. Okay.
Perfect.
So like a really bad, you know, like someone who said, yeah, I can totally paint kids' faces at the birthday party, and you just give them that crappy $10 kit, and that's what they come up with. You know, it's that. Yeah.
Cool.
El Tigre.
Like
And
a
the
tiger
kids
clown.
are definitely now standing around giggling. Can I get done next?
Wow, these kids love the way I look.
We got into side hustles too
Maybe
deep.
later. We've got a pie to deliver.
Right.
Get some
Okay.
gold off your parents. Then we'll talk.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, the next side hustle is just painting faces.
I do
But
do
it's not
faces.
face paint, it's just like oils and stuff, so your skin will start like itching.
It's better than black goo. I do birthday parties,
Oh, yeah.
bar mitzvahs,
Okay.
quinceañeras. Let's go. To the hospital.
All right, so you hustle to the hospital via the back door. You make your way all the way there. People seem to be like nodding at you, like you pass a cart huffing the opposite directions, just this kid pulling this cart behind him, and he's like looking at the food and then just kind of shrugs and keeps running.
He's jealous about the donkey.
Probably. Seems like he's pulling his own cart. That maybe they didn't think this
Cool.
through when they took the contract. So yeah, you pull up to the back door and there's somebody there who sees you and kind of just waves you in, distractedly looking at Hamlet's tiger face paint, and is like, oh, you see him kind of like processing, and then he goes, oh, right, for the kids, to make them happy, smile. I get it. Yeah, that's cool, man. That's cool. Okay, straight in, and he just
Hamlet's confused, but he nods along.
Yeah.
He thinks he looks great.
He's like, they've done up here. You've got to go to the next floor. You know how to get there?
Yes, is that by any chance where the nurse officers are?
Go again. Yeah.
Go
You know,
again?
the next button. Yeah.
This one here?
Do the floor of the food and then do the next button, and then you'll get to the offices.
Incredible, thank you so much.
Anyway, how does this room work where you go in on this floor and then you emerge somewhere
That's why he
entirely
doesn't seem to
different?
say
I haven't
up or
figured it
down.
out.
He just kind of goes, the next button.
Yeah.
Right. Cool.
Yeah.
I love that people don't understand elevators.
Yeah. So you get it again. You see the buttons in the left. You seem to be on a floor, and you can see that it goes like 2, 3, 4. So he's told you the food needs to go to the one above this, the button above this, and then the nurses is the button above that.
I palm strike the button.
Cool. Like all of them, or
No, just the one. Actually, no. I press both buttons that the person said. I'm like, don't worry, guys.
Okay,
I'll
so
get us
you
where we're
press
going.
yeah, they both light up, and everything sort of like kind of shudders underneath you, and then it's just like that weird queasy stomach feeling again. You don't like feel anything, but you just feel like ugh, in your tummy for a little bit, and then
Don't like that. Never gotten used to that.
yeah, the doors bing, and they open, and you're on like a busy. You've seen this one before. I think all of you have, maybe. Hamlet, you definitely have. No, sorry, Dexter, you definitely have. I'm not sure. I can't remember if Hamlet you saw this floor.
Is this the dark floor?
No, it's just a really busy long-term stay. So the rooms are a bit bigger, and, you know, like they've got people that look like they've been here for a while. There's a lot of coming and going of nurses and stuff like that. There's heaps of people on this floor. It's very populated, but loads and loads of beds and stuff. Looks like downstairs is like short-term or easy fixes. This is like the harder stuff.
We should definitely deliver this, because then the tavern will be onto us not delivering it, I would say.
Yes,
And
no.
then
So
go back.
So we go and deliver all the food
yeah,
to
as soon as you come out
Not all of the food.
People first,
we
yeah.
keep the pie.
No,
Okay.
and
Very-
try
Yes, we
very
keep-
hard to make sure
Did we label
hold
the
on to
pie?
that pie.
Oh no.
Yeah.
There's no other pie on the cart, is there?
Oh, Jules.
Ronnie can tell her.
So,
own pie.
Yes, for the
don't-
pie.
listeners,
Yes,
don't
and,
get ideas.
yes, and you you have the only pie. So yeah,
Okay.
you come out of this box, this moving box with its buttons, and somebody immediately sees you and flags you down. It's like, right, yes, oh, thank goodness, over here, and just sort of goes from this side, every bed, to that side, except for 7B. He's allergic to like everything. Just we're figuring it out. So just kind of directs you that way. You get to 7B,
Okay.
and there's this gentleman in the bed who's just making grabby hands at everything and is like, why won't they let me eat? And there's a nurse there that's going, 'cause it will kill you.
Big dog owner energy.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh.
So you kind of...
Is there something we could
Really
do?
wanna sneak
Maybe be
something
like, this is
Distraction, we can't do it.
invisible food. We have a special delivery for you. It won't feel like you're carrying anything, but trust me, you just rip it open and then eat it.
Roll are you like trying to be nice and persuade him, or are you trying to like lie to this dude and deceive
Intimidate him.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be nice and like give him something.
So
Maybe
roll a...
I don't. Maybe he
roll a persuasion
placebos
check
some
to see
food.
if he's sold on your invisible food.
Ooh, I think that is a 17 minus 2, 15.
He goes, you know what? I'll give it a go. I'm hungry enough to try anything. He grabs it and he goes, ooh, smells like meat pie, like my mum used to make, and just, and it's all dribbles. And he just sits there and he's basically working through this meat pie and then sort of goes, oop, left some on my shirt, always spill.
Oh, save some for later.
Always blowing apart.
And then just kind of nods at you and says, thanks.
All right.
So you have this pie and an empty cart, and there is a nurse who's like, well, one more to this room.
Yes, which room is this? Sorry?
Well, you've still got food, right? There's one more room just around the corner.
This is a special delivery for Nurse Nahi.
Oh, right, of course. Bribery? Is that from the tavern? They're trying to keep the contract, I suppose. If they keep this up, they're gonna lose it. It's too slow.
Hey, we're just contractors. We're just delivering. We don't
Fine.
don't know the politics.
Don't shoot the messenger, man.
It's the button above this one.
Excellent. Thank you. I'll go and do that.
Well,
And you take
we all
your
pile into
empty
the...
cart.
Yeah.
Yeah, back
Dexter
to
kind
the
of readies
box.
himself. He's like,
Yeah.
Pile in.
Do we have anything we can heat this pie up a little bit before we deliver it? Because it might be kind of gross.
Oh, Druidcraft, perhaps? Does it do that? No, it doesn't. But I can argue that it's
I have a
essentially...
tinder
Make it
box.
feel like it's hot.
I can make a small fire.
Oh, yeah.
If you really want.
Start a fire
Yeah, just
in
put a
the
torch
hospital.
under it.
Worse things have happened.
God.
That's true.
Yeah, we did worse things.
Okay.
Not last session, but you know.
They don't recognize you. You've got face paint on.
I feel like
working
you're
well.
not trying
I've been
to.
I've been making the kids laugh as well.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, that's...
In,
yeah.
You've been
in
a
the
delight.
children ward.
Yeah, I mean, it looked, like a, what was it, 8? 10?
Yeah, an 8.
Yeah, it looked like an 8. It's definitely making people laugh, but you think it's because it's, like, real good, but they're laughing because it's real, like, silly.
Cool.
But it's cute either way. It works.
Yeah, that's cute.
You know?
Okay.
Is the card made of metal?
Yeah.
Or is it wood?
I was imagining a metal
Now
fire.
that you take the mattress off the base of it, yeah.
Yeah, we can just heat up the
Does anybody know heat
cart.
metal?
The cart that we're pushing and holding onto, you want to heat it to cook a pie.
It's
No,
got,
just,
like,
Take like a candle or something and put it under the pie. Why is this such an issue that the pie
It doesn't have to be. We could just move on.
I could light a torch
I was
under
just
the
thinking, like,
I
if
love
there's
that
a
you're just
way.
really concerned about how your pie is going to be received.
Well, we need her to eat it is the thing, and if she sees that it's a cold pie, she
Okay.
might not take a bite.
Well, it
Okay,
depends.
Yes.
What kind
has
of...
a torch?
Yeah,
kind
can
of a
Dexter
pie
light a
is it?
torch and you just kind of wave it over the pie? Just
That's a good point. What kind of pie did you make, Granny?
Apple pie. That's all. That's
Yeah.
every pie. Even if I make a different pie, it
Yeah,
turns out
okay.
an apple
Well,
pie.
you know,
Amazing
apple
talent.
pie isn't, like, terrible cold. It's okay. You eat it with ice cream anyway, right?
It's great. Like what? It was Bradley who said it was like 8 out of 10
That's what I mean.
pie.
Like,
I think it's
so
a
even though it's cold, you can still
solid
eat,
spring
like,
pie.
cold apple pie and it be good. So,
yeah.
yeah.
Cool. Okay,
yeah.
let's go.
Okay. I love that Hamlet's just like posing in the left, waiting for somebody else to press the button, I guess.
Yeah. I'm just standing in the left, hand on hip, other fist in the air, waiting to go. Superhero pose.
I pump strike the button again, but just the one this time.
Yes, excellent. Okay, so you press the button above that one, and again, sort of like a judder, and then you feel that butterfly feeling in your stomach of something moving again. It's actually really hard to tell which way it's moving. It could be sideways, it could be up, it could be down. It's like impossible to tell. It's definitely moving, because that's kind of why you feel sort of off kilter a little, but it's, it's a weird sensation. And then, bing, and you are here. Doors open again, and you are on the same floor that you've seen before, with all of the alphabetical nurses' rooms, where you were before with Nurse B and the room. Yeah, and the two like lounge areas or whatever at each end of the floors.
Okay, go to maybe the lounge area, ask where Nurse Nahi's office is.
So you wander on down there with your cart and your pie on your cart, and you're asking whoever the nurse is there.
The donkey with us?
Apparently. No, I'm kidding. The donkey would never have been let here.
He's waiting patiently outside.
Chewing on some grass.
Yeah, that's what he does.
I'm happy here.
Whoa, did you hear that?
Yeah. So you walk down to the lounge. You do actually recognize one of the nurses down there. It's Nurse J that you met way back in the day when, not even way back in the day. It's only a few days ago.
Avoiding her.
Okay.
Do not want to be recognized.
That's true.
You see her sitting there, like, just reading, flicking through some kind of thin paper or something or other, like a magazine. Yep. There's a couple of other nurses sitting around a table with glass, like cups of, something on their hands. Yeah.
All right. We go over to that table and go, excuse me, heroes, nurses, wonderful people, helpers of the community.
You're all superstars.
Yeah. Yes. We have a delivery catering to Nurse Nahi. Do you know where we might be able to find her?
She always gets the good stuff. I know, right? Everybody's always like, Nurse Nahi gets the good. When will we get cake? You know what? You should give us the cake, and we'll get it to her.
This should really go straight to her, I feel.
I mean, first of all, this isn't cake.
How about some hard candy?
It's a
pie. We don't have cake. Sorry.
Oh, I know, but she always gets cake. Anyway, whatever. Her office is... See the wall there? Mm-hmm. And you turn around and you look at...
Oh, no, I keep looking at the pie. I keep looking at the
Who's
pie.
holding the pie at the moment?
Okay. It's just on the cart, I imagine. Right?
I do not take my eyes off of this pie for a second.
Okay. She looks at you and she just kind of waits. She's like, someone has to look at the wall.
The wall behind us.
It doesn't have to be you. Like, you seem obsessed with this. That's fine. But someone needs to look at this wall.
Can Dexter grab the pie and then turn and look at the wall? Like, have his body between the pie and the just ravenous nurses.
Yes. And she's like, okay, so now you're looking at the wall. Imagine what the wall would look like if it had a door in the middle of it. It's a wooden door with a window in it with Nurse Nahi written in really big golden letters all over the glass. Can you kind of see it in your head?
Did you catch something down there at the ward, dear girl? It sounds a bit strange.
Are you on the
what
good
you're
herbs?
telling us to do.
She shrugs and she's like, why do they never believe us? And she's like, Nurse Nahi did that on purpose because she hates being disturbed.
Dexter's gonna close his eyes and focus on that door real hard.
Don't close your
I
eyes.
keep looking at the pie.
Yes.
Steak.
No,
I look at the pie. I have not stopped looking at that
Hamlet is on
pie.
pie duty. Dexter
I'm
is
on
now
pie duty.
distracted by thinking about a door.
So yes, you begin to visualize this door. It's weird. In your mind, you initially picture it made of earth, it's so familiar to you, dirt. Like, you can imagine the shape of it as you're tilling it, you know, and the way it feels, the way it smells, the way it feels when you're mushing it through your hands and stuff. And the dirt kind of, like, coalesces around this door as you're thinking about it. But the harder and harder you think about it, the more it starts to morph into, like, wood and glass and letters and things like that. So roll me a perception check.
Ooh.
To see, yeah, like as you open your eyes,
To
what
see
you
how
see.
my third eye perceives this door. That is
Basically.
a dirty 20.
Nice, yeah. So you open your eyes, and it's actually really solid and clear for you. Like, really, really clear. Not fuzzy at all or anything around the edges. It's like picturing the earth like that, forming the door made it really stable for you. So when you open your eyes, you're like, oh, yeah, there's a door. Right there.
Can I just say,
the wall.
without JD here,
Yeah.
our rolls have been really good.
I don't know,
And
man.
I don't know if that's a correlation as causation thing, but
The face paint
we've
8
been
was
rolling pretty
filthy.
well.
Yeah, that's true.
That's fair.
So yeah, you can see a door. What do you say, do?
What do I say, do?
What do you say or do?
What say, what do? Dix is holding the pie, so he can't. He's just gonna, like, stand by the door and say, can I get a hand? And then looks at the nurse, like, not you.
Are you going to tell us about the door, or do we...
Oh, wait, did they see the
Yeah,
door?
so they cannot see it because they've got their eyes on the pie
Even-
right now. So
Oh dear, it's catching on.
Even funnier,
Oh my
Dix
God.
is just gonna, like, stare at them like,
Dear
so you
boy.
you just walk towards where the door clearly is in the wall, and you're like, "Is anybody going to help me?" And they have no idea what you're talking about.
Help you with what? What are we helping you with? What?
There's a door. I can't open it. I'm holding the
There's
pie.
no... You're standing beside a wall.
Okay,
Did you
Dix
catch
is
the
very
same thing
frustratedly is gonna,
as-
like, shove the pie at Hamlet and then walk over and then open the door. Do
I'd take the
everything
pie.
Yeah.
myself. What thanks do I get?
So Hamlet, you grab the pie and you watch as
Keeping it close
Dexter
to my
walks
eyes.
through the Dexter walks through the wall. It looks like he mimes, like opening a door, and then just as he's like muttering to himself, walking through this wall, he just disappears.
What just happened?
I go and feel where...
What is
he-
the
guys
illness we're
coming?
catching?
Yeah, it feels like wall.
I close my eyes and try to visualize a door.
Yeah.
I go.
So
I
your
shove
perception check.
I shove the pie in Granny's face and I go, watch this, okay? Watch it.
No, not into my face. It's charmed. I can't taste it.
You don't have to taste it. Just look at it, okay? I'm rolling perception.
Yeah.
That is a 15.
Okay, yeah. So, for you open your eyes and you do see a door. It looks a little hazy, a little like, you know, like you couldn't quite make it real. Again, you saw like bits of ground kind of, but it never really formalized. And it sort of had weird rock flower leaves through it, which you looked wrong, and you kept trying to like get out of your vision because you were like, no, wrong, it's supposed to be a door, why has it got rock flower in it? So when you open your eyes, it's a little hazy and fuzzy around the edges, but you see it.
All right. I first have a tremor of trauma from looking at the Brock flower
Tremor
leaves.
of trauma.
And I think about my tragic, terrible backstory for a second.
Your sister's so mean.
Chills run down my spine, and then I go, okay,
That was
the door has...
anyway.
Anyway, the door has materialized, Granny. Would you like me to hold on to the pie and take it through?
What? Door?
Yeah.
What is happening?
I don't know, some kind of witchcraft.
Wait, witchcraft?
I know that magic
technically a
exists,
witch
but this
myself.
is weirder for some reason.
By the way, sidebar, opening doors in D&D is basically 50% of all gameplay. Just if you're new to D&D,
Yes.
this is what it is.
I love that I've put put this really simple thing in front of you, and I just assumed you were all just gonna close your eyes.
No.
Eyes on the pie.
Eyes on the pies.
Here, pass me the pie, Granny, and I shall...
Alright. I'm not sure you're feeling great, but also I need someone to be looking at the pie.
Can Dexter put an arm through the door and then just like, hold on, like,
well.
Granny, give me the pie, please.
Yes.
This pie is not going through a door.
Yeah, you just see an arm going out of a wall, like, Granny, just give me the pie. Just give me the pie and then imagine a door.
I rolled a 14.
You rolled 14 again. So you close your eyes and you picture this, and you picture that moment in like the farm way back when in Farmer Drops Farm, when you cast like, you know, various earthy type spells back then, and you picture that sort of rumble and the dirt kind of flying everywhere, and it scatters in your mind, and you can see it trying to form like a door, much the same. So you see this vision happen. And you open your eyes, and again, it's a little blurry because the dirt sort of flew up and you really didn't believe it was going to be there, so you couldn't really make it solid in your vision, and so when you open your eyes, it's the same. It's not really super solid, but it is there.
Do you see it now? Can we go through the weird witchy door?
No, I think we should spend another 10 or 20 minutes
too much
on
for
the
my...
door.
I think we should, stay here, ruminate it. I go through the door with the pie.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just came up with a catchphrase. I'm too old for this.
Granny was one day from retirement.
Never heard that catchphrase before in my life.
How original. Oh my God.
But Granny goes through that door hard. So
That was so meaty. Oh my God.
So you all go through the door, and you're all kind of like looking at each other and walking through the door and looking at the pie, and the pie is still fine as you walk through the door. And all of this distraction has meant not one of you has actually looked at the room on the other side of the door. And so there is just like a nurse in full like full gear and just sort of staring at you all like behind her desk, just being like, what is happening?
Hello.
Nurse Nahi.
Yes.
Right. Apologies for the intrusion. We're catering. We have a delivery for you from catering.
You're from the tavern?
Yes. They were a little short-staffed, so they asked us to do a favor for them. Here, we just have one final delivery, and that's a pie.
We lost Severin. But that's fine, we'll just...
Imagining the door was too much for him.
Imagining the door was too much for him.
I knew
Too much
it
of a
was
stretch.
something fishy.
Dexter's just blacked out on the floor.
So you break through this door, and you look at this lady, and she's looking above the door and then back at you, and sort of frowning at above the door and then back at you all.
I look above the door where she's looking.
Yeah, and you see a few things above the door. One of them is that it's another one of those like screens seem to announce people's arrival or whatever. But next to this, instead of like this person has had this problem in this particular circumstance, is just in green, rather large, next to all of your names, is the word Earth, shining very brightly on her screen. And she's looking up at it and looking at all of you with a frown, and then sort of trying to process that information.
We have a pie. Granny?
Yes, indeed. This is a very special pie from the tavern. Just for you. I'll cut it up for you and serve a beautiful piece to her.
Okay.
Where is your kettle, dearie? Goes well with a nice...
Yeah, so she looks like she's kind of like...
Duke Shady.
Yeah, she looks like a little bit of a stunned mullet sort of situation right now. And she just kind of registers what you're saying and just sort of says, over there, I guess. And you see her pointing to like a small little kitchenette area a sink and a kettle and over some kind of heat plate and all of those kind of things set up, and an area Granny would feel very at home with.
Yay, I go make a tea.
Yeah, so we have been asked to very specifically be here and give you a slice of pie from the tavern.
And she's like, I've never seen you doing deliveries from the tavern before.
No, that's because...
We're new.
Yes. We're new.
You gotta start somewhere.
They were very short-staffed. Apparently there was only one delivery boy, so they asked us to do a favor for them.
I'm a contractor.
I need to ask you something. And she stands up suddenly and she goes over to a bookshelf that's nearby and she brings out this big, old looking book, very faded leather bindings and like really ancient parchment in the inside. And you see her like open it very carefully and there's got this like big like maroon ribbon in it. And she opens it up and you see like a page of writing, another page of writing, and she kind of flicks and then it looks like it sort of stops and there's like a blank page there with like nothing on it, and she's just reading over these last few pages and she looks at you all and just goes, so you know how to fix it?
Sorry?
If it is people without pie, then yes.
I mean, okay, let's all have some pie. You seem obsessed with this pie. Fine,
but
let's
you
have some
eat
pie.
it first.
Fine. And she just like takes a plate off Granny, as I assume you've got it cut ready for her, and she sits it on her desk and she stabs like into it and puts a piece in her mouth and she goes, Habby, we need to talk about the Earth. And she points.
How would you rate the pie?
Yeah, like she goes, actually, this is a really good pie. Really good. I'll have to get the rest.
I heard it was
you.
8 out of 10.
8 out of 10 is still pretty good.
Again, she points.
That's a solid rating.
Again,
I would say 10 out of 10.
She points to above the door where, again, you turn to see, Granny, Hamlet, Dexter, your names, your full names though. So it's got like Hamlet, Brockflower, all above the door with just flashing Earth. And she's just like mesmerized by that.
What is...
Then you must, because it wouldn't tell me that you know how to fix the Earthstone if you didn't, right?
What is the Earthstone, dear? She should be charmed by us.
Yeah, no, she's like, look, I don't know why, but I just trust you just so much. And the book said someone would come and be to tell me why.
Why what?
Tell me why.
The last nurses, the last nurse where the stone worked for. It's her journal, but it just starts in the middle of her tenure. It's like nothing happened or she didn't record anything, and then the whole thing starts with her feeling like she's lost and she doesn't even remember what she's doing. It doesn't make any sense. But she talks about how the Earthstone is weaker, isn't working as strong as it should, and she's worried about the hospital's future and what will happen with the patients if it stops working completely. And well, it has. If you haven't noticed, the Earth is kind of it's broken, and I think it's all my fault. And she just kind of collapses, sort of into this.
Oh, so you're not evil then? That's nice. That's actually.
That is actually great news. Yes.
That is good news. Actually, I would like to call a sidebar as soon as we get
we
seven.
can sidebar if you like.
I would like. Right. Well,
Dexter's
Severin
hit the
seems to
floor
have
again.
Drifted off.
Yeah, Dexter fainted as soon as he heard the news because he was clearly so worried about Nurse Nahi being like this evil overlord or something was going on. She's like,
All right.
This is great news. I mean, I'll take you right to the stone. I can't take you to the stone. I gave the stone away to someone who might be able to fix. Well, they said they'd be able to fix it.
Who did you give the stone to?
Well, I trusted Abbot Peak. He seemed very trustworthy. He told me he would look after it and he would keep it strong and he would fix it. And he seems very good with ground.
Who is this man? Who is Abbot Peak?
Now that Severin is
Wait,
back.
actually hold that thought. Sidebar.
Sidebar.
What happened? Are we being
Alright.
attacked?
You've woken
Dexter,
up again.
you should do something about the fainting. That's
need to stop
very
fainting.
weird.
Especially
stop that.
when really
Uh,
important things are happening.
It's just too much, like the fleshing earth.
Yeah, it's actually
terrible.
very weird, Dexter. You're feeling like in a way right now when she's talking about it that's very reminiscent of that sort of connected to the earth feeling that you get from all that tilling and that planting and that working in the fields and stuff, that you always just assumed was like just from smoking a bit too much blood weed or like, you know, like or something in that kind of vein, right? So but you felt that connection, that peace, that, you know, and she starts talking about this earth stone that was recorded in the book as like getting weaker and nobody really like knew why, and the last nurse who recorded in these journals felt like she should know why it isn't working, but she just didn't. And you see journals all over the walls of previous nurses and that kind of thing, but she pulls them out and she goes, see, look, the past ones are just empty. They just stop. It doesn't make any sense. See? And she just pulls out and pulls out and pulls out, and there's all these like, you know, journals that should be just like so many years, thousands and thousands and thousands of years of like records of whatever this hospital has been over the time, and they're all just gone.
Where do they stop?
They start here. They with this, and she says it's broken, and she doesn't know why. It doesn't make any sense.
So the logs start after the Earthstone broke.
Yes.
Sidebar?
Do we
All right, dear.
know what
sip your
broke
tea,
the stone?
and we need to have a sidebar, boys. I think there is something here. First the tree.
Something's afoot!
Also, the other thing that was said when Dexter fainted, and probably why he fainted, this over-connection, the last thing he heard was that she had given the stone to a person that she trusted because it seemed like he was all about the earth, and he said he might be able to fix it, and that she trusted him with everything, and his name was Abbot Peak.
And that's what woke you up from your slumber.
So, yeah.
But what I wanted to say is, she seems to think we can fix it. We probably can't, but we can be heroes. Finally. This is our moment.
Yes, no. We do need to keep pretending like we can fix it. Maybe we can.
This seems very worthwhile.
I mean, why can't we? How hard can it be?
I've never
Thousands
tried.
of years of
Yeah.
tradition.
Maybe I'm good at it.
Step aside, boomers.
Yeah, because this is
The
about
kids
us,
have
not
to go.
about this
Generation.
whole... Excuse me, but, you know, Granny's probably a boomer, just...
Oh, no, I meant boomers as in the great boom of 100 or so years ago or whatever. Yeah,
The surge.
The surge. Whatever,
Yes,
like
this...
thousands and thousands of years ago.
boom.
Damn surges.
Excuse me, we are on quite a time delay. Are you finished
Oh, yes.
sidebarring? What do I even call you?
Oh,
With the sidebars. Yeah, with the sidebars.
Right, that explains the... Okay, I really do need help. I've gotten myself in far big of a hole than I thought. This stuff used to heal the land, and the farmers used to buy it.
We've caught up on that part. We know that much.
Oh, right, you've got that part of the lore drop. Great.
That part.
Yeah.
Okay, our understanding of what is happening, just to catch you up, is that the Earth used to accept the black gunk that you take out of people when they're sick. It used to accept it, but now it does not.
No. And
you've just been stockpiling it in like this big, deep hole, and now it's started leaking out into the lake, and it's a big mess. And we actually, up until this very moment, thought that it was your fault. Because we thought that
it kind of is, right? Because I just thought it would stop eventually. Abbott Peak was so sure he could do something, and I just paid some of the farms to keep quiet, and hid them because I thought, it would be fixed.
You paid the farms.
Oh, love, that is such a hard burden to bear, and I pour her more tea, and I just...
Oh, you're
Nobody
so
should give
nice.
farmers
I feel
money.
like we could be friends, right? She has no idea that she's
Of
charmed.
course we can. Yeah.
I mean, she might not be charmed.
know-
Maybe she genuinely likes you.
The sidebars will make it all better,
Yes.
dear.
Do you know where Epic Peak is now?
Well, as far as I know, Abbott Peak took the stone back to where he had some kind of a group where they worked the land and they were very connected to it, and he felt if he took it there, then maybe the stone would connect again and it would be better. I mean, it seemed good at the time.
Perhaps some kind of monastery.
Well, I don't know what that is, but sure.
Dexter, do you know this Abbott Peak?
Maybe.
Did you want to tell us that you knew this man?
Nah, I was too busy fainting.
That's fair. That's absolutely fair.
So you know him? You can go to him and you can see the door. It's the hospital's not that's trying to talk to me. The hospital, I believe it's sort of alive. It reacts to. It's not very happy with me right
What is
now.
in the water in this town, honestly?
The nurses aren't always able to cure stuff. We kind of have to hide the stuff we can't cure. We can't have people knowing that we can't fix everything anymore. We always used to be able to fix everything. I'm very... please help me.
Oh, bad news. The monastery's been attacked.
What?
And I think Abbott Peak...
Why are you smiling?
I think Abbott Peak might be dead. I've just
What?
remembered this. It's been a day.
Where is the stone? And
Oh man, that's the end of the episode.
No.
Oh no.
As we start to piece the mystery together, where is the Earthstone? Thank you so
Where
much
it at?
for joining us on our adventure today. We hope to see you again very soon, actually, because it's actually next Wednesday, not 2 weeks, just one. We're going to go back to usual schedule. We're a little off schedule. We decided that it might be fun just to do the episode on Kiwi RPG Week anyway.
That's true.
So fun. We could not be here even today if it wasn't for a particular group of people, and that is our Fadies. Our Fadies, we love you. They make our Fate of Isen a delightful home on the internet, just the most beautiful and special place to be, and we adore you so much. So, let's do the big shout out. It is Alec White Robinson, Irene Cucci, Lauren Christine Goodwin, James Blythus, Sam Malcolm, Kai Drumfalls, Kai Dearlove, Rihanna Kowalczyk, Ben Edwards, Victoria and Gavin Porter, Daniel Nichols, Violet, Squish the Guy Who Doesn't Talk on an Audio-Only Podcast, Alexandra Litkites, Andrew Evans, KS the Fox, Dakota Szymanski, Fun Facts with Waffles, Aotearoa, NZ, Jared from Indie Film Review Podcast, Ezekiel Tabarelli, The Gamatron, Christian Age, Sam Sarah, Disturb1 NZ, Lyndon Hood, Tam Tom Ailey, Erica Jane, Stephen Horn, Penny D from the Terrible Adventures of the Janderson Preference Parchment Company podcast, Aaron Gilgren, Robin McLean, Mojiko, and recently my friend and fellow player of one of my games, Emma! So welcome to the podcast, everybody. Really, really thank you so much. It's crazy to me every time we see a new Patreon person. It's very, very cool. Thank you for doing so. So, and with that, I think it's time to get out of here. So, e no hora, ka kite ano, e aloha nui. Goodbye. We'll see you again real soon, and we love you loads. So, bye. Bye.
Call your parents.
Bye.
They're worried about you.
Bye.
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 Goodbye.
Wow, that was a lore drop and a half. Thanks, DM Jules, for giving us quite a few more pieces of the puzzle. There's something called the Earthstone, and now it's tainted or broken or just not working for some reason, and that might be the cause of the current doom and gloom around Lakeside. Will they be able to find out what happened to the stone? Will it be recovered? I guess you're going to have to find out next time, or some other time in the future, because I don't know, and I don't think anyone does. Before you go, don't forget to drop us a review somewhere, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Podchaser, whatever, or share us with a friend. Or you could follow us on social media, become a patron at patreon.com/fateofisen, or just continue being your cool self in other ways. Alrighty, thanks for listening everyone, we'll catch you next time, bye bye!